You are an archaeologist who has finally uncovered a long-rumored ancient treasure chamber. Glorious riches await you, but not without their challenges. Your excavations have unearthed ancient mechanisms that redirect treasure falling from great heights. How much can you now collect in your treasure buckets? Treasure Tumble is played in 2 stages. First, both players work together to assemble the treasure chamber. First, take your sushi roll case and lay it out on a flat surface. This will be the floor of your treasure chamber. Long press 2 blinks until they flash white, then set them standing up on the sushi roll case. These are your treasure buckets. Take another blink and set it between the 2 buckets. This trio of blinks is the foundation of your treasure chamber. After that, players take turns adding 1 blink at a time to the tower and watching the mechanisms self-align. When there is only 1 blink left, take that blink and triple click it. It should now be green with a swirling face. This blink is your treasure spawner. It will drop 1 treasure piece whenever it is placed on top of the treasure chamber tower. Once the tower is built, it's time for the treasure to tumble. In turn, players must first take the spawner off of the tower and set it aside. Then, remove a chunk of 3 blinks anywhere from the tower. This chunk must be removed with only 1 hand and cannot cause the tower to fall. Once the tower is reassembled, the spawner is added back to the tower. The spawner must be placed at the highest point currently on the tower, so plan your reconstruction appropriately. The goal of this game is to collect as much treasure in your bucket as possible by using the mechanisms built into the treasure chamber walls. There are 4 kinds of mechanisms that will be automatically assigned depending on their position on the tower. Funnels take treasure falling from any direction and send it in the direction of their darkened face. Splitters turn 1 treasure piece into 3 and drop 1 piece out of each face on their bottom half. Switchers behave like a seesaw. Once they send treasure in the direction of their orange face, they switch sides. The blink between the 2 buckets will always be a switcher. Death traps destroy any treasure that is unlucky enough to fall their way. Once the treasure tumbles down to the bottom and the buckets have collected their treasure, the next player's turn begins. When a bucket is full, it will turn purple. The first player to fill their bucket with treasure is the winner. However, if one of the players causes the tower to collapse, they must empty all the treasure from their bucket. Double-click a bucket to empty it. Then, the first stage of the game is repeated, and the tower is reassembled before treasure is allowed to tumble again. In addition to being a game, Treasure Tumble can also be played as an open-ended toy. Stack elaborate towers and watch the treasure satisfyingly tumble down to the bottom. To aid in this open-ended play, you can double-click any spawner blink to make it auto-drop a piece of treasure every 2 seconds.